Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a minute. I feel like I always say that. I feel like it's been a minute since I've sat down and talked with you guys. So I am back with a makeup video today and I'm super excited about it. I feel like I haven't really just sat down and had time to be creative in a while. I've just kind of been on a roll. So I felt like today I had some time and I would love to just sit and play with makeup with you guys. So I hope that sounds good to y'all. Today's video, as you can probably see from the title, is going to be something a little bit more dramatic. Hopefully it turns out the way I'm kind of thinking about it in my head, but it's going to be a little bit more dramatic than some of my other videos. I feel like I've been doing a lot of more like easy, go-to, natural, everyday kind of makeup looks recently, and I really kind of want to step outside of my comfort zone and be a little bit more creative. It's not going to be super crazy or anything, but definitely something not the average woman or man is going to want to wear on a daily basis, but that's what I want my channel to be. I want it to be a ton of different content that everybody can get something out of. So that's what we're going to do today. So without further ado, let's just jump into the video. All right, so we are going to be starting with brows today, and I'm just using the IT Cosmetics Brow Powder Pencil in the shade Universal Taupe, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just going to be filling in my brows with this, and I can link my brow routine down below. It's just like normal, so I kind of sped it up for you guys so you didn't have to be bored with watching it. Now I'm going to go in with some moisturizer because my skin got so burnt on the 4th of July, so it really needs this right now. So I'm taking a lot of moisturizer and just rubbing that into my face, and also going in with some eye cream as well. This will help keep the concealer that I'm going to use and all my face products nice and hydrated underneath my eye area. And then lastly, I'm just going to apply some lip balm just to make sure my lips are nice and moisturized. And then final step, I'm just going to spray my face with some MAC Fix Plus. This one actually has the pink glitter, little glitter in it, and I love it. It keeps it really nice and dewy looking on the skin. So now I'm going to take my NARS concealer and carve out my eyebrows, as well as cover up my whole lid with concealer as a base. This will just kind of even out my skin tone and also prep the eyes for the eyeshadow that I'm going to be putting on in just a little bit. Alright, and then once that is carved out, I'm going to take some translucent powder from, or the Kim Kardashian West translucent powder, and just set my eyes with that. So now going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to take the third color over that really caramel brown shade that I love, and that is going to be my transition shade, oh my god, for my eye area today. And I'm just going to build that color up a couple times until I get the desired pigment, and that is kind of going to be the same thing with every eyeshadow I use today. So I'm just going in with a ColourPop eyeshadow for my next shade, and this is going to be a little bit darker, a little bit warmer than my last shade that I use for my crease, and that one is going to go just a little bit lower, and again just piling it on a couple times until I get the desired pigment. Now I'm going in with MAC Brown Script eyeshadow, and I totally forgot I had this eyeshadow, and I found it and I was just so obsessed. I used to be obsessed with this eyeshadow, but just doing the same thing, and as you can see, just slightly dragging it out a little bit to create a little eyeshadow wing. Now going in with the darkest color that I'm going to be using on my eyes today. It's another ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. I will list all the names of the eyeshadows down below, but I'm taking a flat definer brush and kind of going over my eye area where you would put eyeliner on with this eyeshadow. And once I get that where I want it, I'm slowly going to start flicking it up and creating a little outer V kind of shape in the outer corner of my eye. And once I have that desired shape, going in with a little bit more of a dense brush and just packing on that color in the outer V of my eye, and just slowly winging it out as well. And then just keep doing that until you get the desired color you want in the outer corner of your eye. Alright, so now we're going to go back in with the NARS concealer that I used for all over my lid, and we're going to cut the crease today, which I'm so excited about. So we're doing a little cut crease action today with this concealer. It's so full coverage, so it's awesome for cut creases. I love it. So we're just going to carve it out and make it nice and crisp. It might take a little bit, take some practice, but once you get the hang of it, it really is pretty simple to do. So just cutting the crease and then kind of dragging it out, and then I'm going to be setting that concealer in place in just a little bit with some translucent powder again. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of the MAC Brown Script eyeshadow, and this is actually on a lip brush, but it was just the thinnest and skinniest brush that I had on hand, and I'm just going to carve out the crease a little bit more and make it a little bit more defined. Then I'm going to take that brush that I used for the darkest outer V shade and just smoke that out and blend the two together, the concealer and the shadow, and just make sure it's nice and smoked out and dark and the desired pigment that I want one more time. So just blending that out. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite part, and this is the Too Faced Loose Glitter. I'm not sure what shade it is at the moment, but I'll link it down below. I'm spraying my brush with some MAC Fix Plus and just pressing that on the lid. Oh, I didn't show y'all this, but I also did put some glitter glue on top of the concealer as well to kind of hold the glitter in place a little bit better. And then I'm going to take a smaller angled brush and just get the glitter up closer to the crease area so it's not just a big pile of glitter in the center of my lid. And then my camera started blurring out, but I'm just going over one more time with that brush in the outer the outer V color one more time, and just making it a little bit darker and blending the two together. And then just taking a makeup wipe and making that line nice and sharp for my eyeshadow. And that is the finished look with one eye. So let's go ahead and bring them both. All right, so both eyes are done, and let's go ahead and start with the face. I have been loving this Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. Oh my gosh, it is my new favorite foundation. I love the coverage. And I love just the way it looks on your skin. It's so, so pretty. So I am just covering my face with this with a beauty blender and just evening out my skin tone. And then going in with concealer next, I'm using the Too Faced, or the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. Oh my god, concealer, what is happening to me? The Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and just going in the center of my face with this and underneath my eye area, just the normal places where you would put concealer, and just blending that out one more time with my Beauty Blender, and just making sure everything is nice and smooth and highlighted and super pretty and blended out underneath the eye area, and making sure the inner corner of that eye is nice and bright. And then after this, we are going to make sure everything's nice and smooth and then set my under eye area with the Kim Kardashian West translucent powder. Again, this has been one of my absolute favorite powders to use on myself and on clients. I really, really love the formula of it, and it's so fine. So I'm setting my under eye area and everywhere where I put that concealer with this powder, just on my Beauty Blender. And then after that is set, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette again and just highlight my brow bone with the two whitest shades in the palette. So I'm just going to highlight my brow bone really quickly because I forgot to do that earlier. So I'm going to highlight my brow bone and then move on to the face again. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Better Skin powder, and I'm just going to press that powder into my skin to set the rest of my face. And then eventually you will see me dusting off any excess powder just with this brush and with this powder just lightly that I'm using, just making sure all the white powder is gone and getting it ready for bronzer next, my favorite part. So just dusting the rest of this off, and then I'm going to take my Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer in the summertime, and go around the outer perimeter of my face. So basically everywhere where we didn't put concealer. So I'm just taking this brush, going around my forehead, underneath my cheekbones, and this brush makes it really easy to find the spot where you're supposed to do bronzer. I know that kind of sounds funny, but it's pretty skinny, but I love it for bronzer. All of these brushes, by the way, are from Morphe, like a Morphe kit of brushes, so I'm going to link just the whole kit down below because all these brushes are coming from that kit. Then I'm going to take my Makeup Forever bronzer, and this is also one of my favorite bronzers that's not matte, so it has a little bit of glow to it, which is why I'm just kind of doing this as a bronzer overlay on the other spots where I put the Too Faced bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with my Sigma Coeur de Rosa blush. I love this color for the cheeks in the summertime, and it's just a really pretty nice rosy color, so I'm putting that above the bronzer, and then I'm just going in with just my regular beauty blender with no additional product or anything. I'm just tapping around the areas where I put the bronzer just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Then I'm just going to take my fan brush in the kit, and this is the Amrezy highlighter, and just putting that on top of my cheekbones for that glow. And then we'll finish off the under eyes. All right, so I'm going to go back in with the first ColourPop shade that we used, the second transition shade, and I'm putting that underneath my eye area, and then going back in to the MAC Brown Script eyeshadow and putting that on the under eye area as well. You can totally go darker, but to me personally, I like a little bit more of a lighter shadow on my bottom lash line. Then just adding a little bit of mascara and wiping off some of my lip balm. And then I'm just applying a lip liner today. I'm making it nice and simple. So I'm applying the MAC Whirl lip liner, and I'm just putting that all over my lips and then just slightly overlining them as well, just to give a nice plump look, but definitely putting that all over the lips. Alright guys, we have made it to the end finally. I'm so happy with how this turned out. It was just such a fun little creative eye look to do, and I always love how they turned out after I do them, but I'm such a more tend to go for the more natural, fast makeup look. So when I do get a chance to sit down and actually play with some makeup, I just love it, and it makes me realize how much makeup is just a therapy to me, and I just absolutely love it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed how this look turned out. And again, as always, if you guys decide to recreate this look, please tag me. I will have all my social media links down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel before you leave. I would absolutely love and appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much. Also, before I leave, I'm gonna apologize for my background during this video. I'm still trying to figure out the best spot to film and everything. I know this is not the most beautiful background, seeing these like little white doors, but we're working on it, and this just allows me to have the most space where I am right now. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Mwah! Bye.